Hey guys, first I do this in my get home bag. I'm going to take this apart and show you all the pieces of it. It's a pretty decent kit for this size. Also a couple of things I'm going to add to the bag, to the get home bag. Little sewing kit. Still have some room in here, I might put a couple other things in. Little penny stub, I don't have any penny stubs of any sort. I know it's not really that important because it's just a get home bag. But this is super light. I made this today. Pretty happy with it. Check out, it's Prep Pro 2717. He shows you how to make this. And it's the best penny stuff I've made. So throw that in there. Again, small things. These aren't necessary by any means, but they're very light. Take up almost no space. Just a little fork and spoon. I'll probably get a fork later and things. Fork and knife. Probably just put the fork in there and take it out for a fork later, but I don't have one right now. So that's going in there too. So back to this. Like I said, I bought this at a caddy. Lifeline is what it's called. The Nalgene Light bottle. I don't know the actual name of the make of the bottle. When you buy it, it's like $6 or $7. It doesn't come in much. So things I added: a paracord, and a couple of plastic bags. Probably around 25 foot of paracord. And this is, can't remember if I put something in this or not. That's what I thought. Inside here are two cotton balls, which is kind of gross, I don't know. These cotton balls are covered in petroleum jelly. The little fire starter there. That's inside there. The throwing knife, but I grinding it down to a sharp edge. I said when you buy those throwing knives, it's a real dull edge. But just a decent sized little knife that'll fit in there. Big lighter. This is this little fishing kit. It has a bobber in there, a couple of smaller hooks I'm not going to see. Just to go on the side of a piece of cardboard I had. There's another larger hook here. And this is about 20 foot of line. I think it's 10 or 14 pound line. I use heavier line for this than I would normally fish, because I do a lot of crappie fishing, so I do a lot of light line fishing, but I use 10 to 14 pounds for this. The last thing you want to do is lose a broken line. So another small pocket knife. Whenever you buy this, it doesn't have a knife at all. I have no idea where I got this little tiny knife. So that's just a material. It's a little tiny knife. It's a fire starter. This little block fire starter. All it is wax and sawdust. So that the light's going to stay lit for several minutes. Half of a potassium, or a magnesium block. Cut it in half with a Dremel tool, not a very pretty cut. I cut it in half with a Dremel tool. The ferro rod broke off, so it's just epoxy back on there. But do you really need more than that? I mean, this thing I can probably get several hundred fires out of this alone. Never understood why they show you that big block that's twice as big. I mean, I've never worn through a block. I mean, I've started like 5 or 10 fires with that right there. And it's just barely even rounded. Little 3 or 4 in 1 whistle. There's underneath all this cord, which is another about 30 foot of cord here. There's another little ferro stick that's completely useless. Striking where matches. Most y'all know that nowadays are almost useless. But little compass, again, doesn't really give you much. The whistle. That's the battery. This is powdered chlorine. I've got a chlorine tablet like you do for your swimming pool. Broke it up just to give you away to purify water. The flashlight, as soon as the batteries in it, they should be. Put a little piece of plastic in between there, you can't see it. So I put a little piece of plastic so I know that this doesn't come on in there and I lose the battery. So these are good batteries in here, even though it doesn't work. Just need to pull that little piece of plastic out. Small poncho. Large piece of heavy duty foil. So this is like restaurant supply foil. This piece is this piece is a couple of feet, 2 feet, 5 foot, maybe a little larger than that. You can make a nice bowl with to boil water. Another little knife I made. I made a little small spear point, and then the cord enough to wrap it onto a stick. All this is a rather sharp blade. Got a little notch at the end of it. This is just not going to sell there, a saw blade. You can just get any saw blade. I also like to use a blade from a reciprocating saw here. I use a blade like that, or this is just a small hacksaw blade. And you can file it down to a point, put a little edge on it. It's pretty high quality steel. Definitely does rust, but it's a high carbon steel. The only thing that's left in there, not hard to get out, so I'm not going to try, is an emergency blanket. That's what I have in there. Like I said, when you buy it, it doesn't come with very much because it comes with the emergency blanket, the poncho, and the whistle, and the flashlight with these cheap batteries, which I need to change these out. I've got some better batteries. I'm going to go ahead and put some better batteries in there. So I think that's all it came with. I added the rest of the stuff, and thanks for watching.